Hello and welcome to Quartzlight, your car brochure channel. And in today's episode for Ford Friday is the Ford Transit based auto sleeper. Hello and welcome back. And Quartzlight, if you don't know, we're a car brochure channel here on YouTube, looking at car brochures from around the world for the 60s, 70s, 80s and 90s, and occasionally beyond that as well. So if you're interested in cars and car brochures, please consider subscribing. Anyway, back to today's episode. These Ford based auto sleepers, and you can see on the front this Ford Transit on the front, kind of like these were like the facelifted Mark 1, sometimes referred to as the Mark 2 Transit, shown here. This particular brochure is actually dated April 1978, and these facelifted Transits came out in 77, so showing kind of like the new Transit van or thereabouts. So interesting stuff. I don't know if you remember these auto sleepers at all. Now this brochure isn't a very long brochure, it's more like a two-sided sheet, so it's only going to be a short Ford Friday this week. Incidentally, Ford Friday, we look at a Ford every Friday. Other makes and models during the week, of course, but Friday we've kind of like kept it to Ford Friday, although we have occasionally flipped that over to Fiat Friday. But I think Ford Friday seems to be the most requested, the most liked, so we've kind of like kept up with that. So yeah, auto sleeper, they actually started off or founded in 1961, amazing enough, so you can get a whole range and variety of these conversions, not just on Fords, but many different vans you can get as auto sleepers, and I believe they're still around today. An English manufacturer of camper van motorhomes based in Willersey, which is a small village near Broadway in Worcestershire. So it's kind of like an interesting history actually, but we'll stick to the brochure itself. Let's just zoom in on that main image. So there we go, obviously a brand new van here, very simple pop-up type conversion, but you know, I'm sure they were great to have. I mean, for most people, to be honest with you, these motorhomes were kind of like beyond your reach, certainly as a brand new vehicle, and they tended to have quite low depreciation. A lot to do with they didn't run around much, so they didn't do many miles. And you do find with these older vans that you kind of find more kind of like of these conversions still around today because they lasted longer, because they had a relatively easy life compared to the vans you threw cement in the back. Interesting little graphic on the bonnet. I presume it's an A and an S for auto sleeper. Let's just zoom in. Certainly looks that way anyway. It looks like an A and an S for auto sleeper. Nothing particularly special about the van apart from it's got a bit of a tape stripe running down the back there, and looks like it's ending with another A and S right at the back there. Can't really see too much on this image of the inside. You can see the curtains obviously, but other than that, quite a plain conversion with obviously this pop-up to give you greater headroom. There you can just about make out that A and the S at the end of that stripe. Badging on the back, it looks like it says Transit Custom, I'm assuming. There's a little interesting auto sleeper logo, an A and S, looks like a lady sleeping, very unusual, and this looks like cog type design. And of course Auto Sleeper Limited. Anyway, let's open the brochure up, see if it's got some images of the inside. There's certainly more details on the back anyway. There we go, Auto Sleeper. Nice little image indeed of the interior and lots of information. We'll look at the interior first, then we'll read a bit of the text to learn a bit more about it. And there is that interior, pretty 70s, but you know, at the same hand, you kind of like think like the finish didn't really change much in the 80s and 90s really. Certainly lots of 70s fashion going on there. and you can certainly see that increased headroom from that roof lifted up. The text reads, "Many years' experience of manufacturing motor caravans has resulted in the superb and practical design of the auto sleeper. But design is not all. The materials used are of the highest quality, whilst the workmanship is of an exceeding high standard." The auto sleeper won a gold medal in the Institute of British Carriage and Automobile Manufacturers coachwork competition at the Motor Show. The ingenious design of the luxurious seats, which include reclining cab seats, is such that they provide either two, single or a double bed, front facing seating for 4 or overall seating for 6. Imagine it'd be pretty cramped in there with 6 people camping. 2 additional bunks can be fitted in the unique waterproof solid construction elevating roof, whilst provision can also be made for a child's bunk in the cab. The high quality kitchen area is designed to conceal the optional gas electric refrigerator when not in use, and includes superb stainless steel cooker and seat units. There is plentiful storage throughout the vehicle, the specification of which includes a 16-gallon underfloor water tank. The double sliding side windows provide excellent visibility, whilst particular attention is paid to insulating and ventilation. Practical features abound in the auto sleeper, which is not only designed as a motor caravan but as a family car, dual purpose vehicle, a holiday home. It is a vehicle which we are confident will meet with your every need. And it tells us that award was won at the 1976 London Motor Show. And then at the bottom here we get another little image of this Transit auto sleeper. Same 2 people there, looking like they're reading some kind of map. Obviously roof lowered now as they're on their travels. Looks like we've got quite interesting sort of like these chrome beauty rings on the wheels there. That's quite unusual for a Transit. So we do get some caravan specifications, as it calls it. Seating: 2 front individual reclining cab seats, rear side facing dinette seats for 4 people converted into 2 forward facing seats. Sleeping: 2 single beds or a transverse double bed. Optional: single roof bunks or 2 roof bunks, so a single or a double roof bunk by the looks of it. A cab traverse roof bunk. So it looks like there's lots of different options to get more people in there, although you're still quite limited with space, I think. Roof spring assisted, patented rigid elevating roof, adjustable for ventilation. So an interesting roof actually, because a lot of them were not really rigid. They were kind of like a cloth sided, and some only tilted on the back there. You see a lot of those on the Volkswagen campers at the time. Cooking: stainless steel 2-burner grill cooker unit, matching sink, china and glass for 4 people is standard equipment. So interesting that when you bought these new, they even had the china and glass put in there. I didn't know that. So we've got a gas or 12-volt electric refrigerator, maybe supplied as an option. Provision for a gas cylinder and regulator under the floor. Water, sink fed by electric pump from underfloor plastic water tank. Lighting: 2 large fluorescent lights and cab courtesy lights. Storage units include under-seat storage lockers, cupboards and drawers, including additional cupboards on the rear door, full-size wardrobe fitted with a lock. And we've also obviously got upholstery and curtains, fully carpeted cab with vinyl floor coverings in the rear, optional carpet available for the rear. Seats and cushions are available in blue or brown with matching curtains. General, fully insulated throughout with double sliding side windows, eye level vanity mirror. And of course we've got some dimensions there. And at the bottom there we got published by the Ford Motor Company. Yes, it wasn't just like Auto Sleeper were pulling these transits off the line and converting them. They still had a little bit of a sort of connection actually with Ford. So the sheet was actually published by the Ford Motor Company and Auto Sleepers, and a little bit of an Auto Sleeper address there, and we got the reference FB580 April 1978, and naturally we've got the Ford logo there as well. A little bit of a clause there. The policy of Ford Motor Company Limited and of Auto Sleepers Limited is one of continuous improvement. They reserve the rights to change prices, specifications or equipment at any time without notice. All measurements and weights are approximate only. It's kind of like a weird statement, isn't it? The measurements are only approximate. You think you could get an exact measurement, wouldn't you? For current prices and specifications, check with your dealer. Printed in the UK by Clifford Thames Printing Company Limited, Shenfield in Essex. So there we go, just a quick one today for Ford Friday, but interesting, motor campers and caravans, I think, are very interested in brochure form actually, and combined with vans themselves, I really enjoy. We've done a couple of campers in the past, so we'll probably just link all those together. So I'll do a bit of a link at the end of this brochure review for other camping conversions and vans, just in case you're interested in that. But thank you so much for watching today. If you remember these or indeed own one, please jot it in the comments. Always love reading that. Have a great weekend. Please do like and subscribe if you've not already done so, and we'll see you very soon. So take care and goodbye.